Hey everybody, how's it going? We're just having some fun with some new tracks that Breddington sent over to me, and so this is some royalty-free synthware wave that is available on Spotify and it's DMCA free. So pretty cool. This is a good way to start, just warming us up this way, and I'm here to hang today. I was thinking about getting a pretty awesome lunch. I'm gonna see if we've got some time to put that together, but I think we might. It might be pretty good. USA leads Czechia the first period 3-0. This is hockey. Hi King, it's good to see you. How you doing, King? Any meets for you today? Shout out King. Para hockey. Oh wow, wow, super cool. Super cool. I'll go USA. A good Memorial Day to all of you. Hopefully you're celebrating and remembering and everything. That's great. That's super great. So I will have some. It's also a good day for baseball. Baseball's a big day on Memorial Day. Hope you're enjoying your holiday out there if you're in the U.S. And if you are not in the U.S., hope you're enjoying your day otherwise. Okay, I think we'll just do a strong song to start. We'll see what you think of it. All right. King says it is day 2 of the Para Ice Hockey World Championship. USA is currently 2-time defenders, going for a three-peat. Yeah, that's terrific. Wow, terrific. I gotta just queue up a few more things on my screen over here. Just have to. Maybe I should put this music back, but give me a second here. I just got to do this because I have a destination in mind for the raid today, and it's a really fun spot. I think you're gonna really enjoy this one. So and I don't feel like I've done a pretty good job of taking our Sam fam to fun places and via the raids in the past. So hopefully my judgment is good here too as well. But yeah, hope you're doing all right out there. Hope you're having those sandwiches out there or whatever else you're in the mood for. Okay, I'm gonna do this one first to start. And requests are in fact wide open. I'll make sure of that though before I do anything else. I'm pretty sure of that though. Yeah, requests are active, so you can request whatever you'd like today. And then when we'll just hang. We'll have a good time. We can do some game show themes too. I was practicing Jeopardy just a few minutes ago, so it was really fun. So here we go. We're gonna start with this one. This is from They Might Be Giants. Yeah, new song. Well, new to the queue. New to the queue. New song to the queue. Here we go. I don't have very fancy ways to introduce songs. Like it's like this is the song here. I don't have any fancy ways to do it. I'm just gonna do it. Here we go. Let's see. I'm your only friend, and I'm just a little glowing friend, but really not actually your friend. But I am. How's the piano level? I can't tell if it's loud enough or too soft or too. Let me know. Canary in the outbreak like Lich, who watches over you. Make a little bird your soul. Let them only be in your bonnet. Make a little. It's not to put fine point on it. Say I'm only be in your bonnet. Make a little birdhouse in your soul. I have a secret to tell. My electrical well. Oh, okay. Simple message, and I'm leaving at the whistles and bells. So room must listen to me and filibuster vigilantly. My name is Blue Canary, one note spelled L-I-T-E. My story's My story's infinite. Like the long Ginny symphony, it doesn't rest. Blue Canary in the earth, circuit outlet by the light switch. Who watches over you? Just a little bird that's in your soul. Gotta put a fine point on it. Say I'm the only bee in your bonnet. You little bird that's in your soul. I'm your only friend, and I'm a little glowing friend, and I'm really not actually your friend, but I am. There's a picture opposite me of primitive ancestry, which stood in rocky shores and kept the beaches shipwreck free. But I respect that a lot. I'd be fired if that were my job. After killing Jason off and countless screaming Argonauts, we're a bird of friendliness. Like guardian angels, it's always near. Luminary out in the outlet by the light switch. Who watches over you when you make a little birdhouse with your soul? Not to put fine point on it. Say I'm the only bee in your bonnet. You put a birdhouse in your soul. While you're at it, keep the nightlight on inside the birdhouse in your soul. Okay. Not to put a fine point on it. Say that you only be in your bonnet. Make a little birdhouse in your soul. Oh, while you're at it, keep the nightlight on inside the birdhouse. Oh, do it again? Put a fine point on it. Say I'm only bee in your bonnet. Make it little birdhouse in your soul. While you're at it, keep the light on inside the. Oh, I got you. Nightlight on inside. When the birdhouse in your soul. Gonna put a fine point on it. Say I'm only being your bonnet with a little birdhouse in your soul. That got a little ragged towards the end. Sorry, everybody. So my first attempt playing that one. I'm requesting Beethoven's Fifth. All right, Mike. Oh, I got your Beethoven's Fifth. Let me see what I got here if I can find the chords. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah. I forgot the rest of it. Hope that was from Mad Clean One. How's it going, Mike? Let me go give King and give Mad Clean One a shout. Jeff, what is going on? What the bork is going on? How you doing? Welcome in. We have all the requests open today, so please request a song. I'd love to play something. I'll butcher it less than I did the last song, hopefully. Hope you're well. Let me just go and put that one in the books, and we're back to here. So now it's wide open. Anybody with a request, feel free to put one in. How are you? How's everybody doing? You're very welcome. You're very, very welcome, Mike. I appreciate you. And I didn't even practice that. I was just doing that off the top of my head. So thanks. I'm glad you like that. I was having fun with that too. So let's see. I've been good. How's your weekend going, Mike? There's Mad Clean One. Mad Clean One does music too. Awesome guitarist. Great voice. Hope you're well. I've been definitely dabbling in the meats this weekend, and today we're going to try some more of the same. We'll see how things go. But yeah. And yeah, good day for sports. Got some big games coming up tonight. You got NHL Game 6. You got NBA Game 7. So it's a pretty serious stuff happening tonight. So, oh, just got a request. Great. All right, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, Jeff. Weather seems to be great nationwide. Am I right? I guess it's great in North America right now. It seems to be great everywhere. So I hope you're all doing well out there. All the sports thing, yeah. You got it, Jeff. But Jeff, we're not going to do sportsing here. We're going to do some 21st century digital boy for you. Oh, really? No, I love it. I love it. In the UK. Miss Vera May, so good to see you. Hello there. Nice to see you again. How are you doing today? Would you like to request a song? Feel free to go to the song list and request a song. Yep, sports ball. Miss Vera May says, I'm great. How are you? I'm doing pretty good too. I mean, it was kind of a kind of had some lulls yesterday, but it was overall a very good day. Like I got to hang out with some friends over the weekend and got to try some beer, had some good food, really good food. In fact, one of my favorite meals this week is on Instagram. So Davy's Eating a Sandwich is also an Instagram handle. And on there, you'll see some of the things I've been eating, and I've had this really good fish sandwich last night, or on Saturday night. It was really, really good. Like, I was just blown away by how good it was. Like, it looks good. That's already a win, but it tasted amazing. But yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking, Miss Farrah May. And as I mentioned, if you'd like to request a song for me to play, I'd be glad to. All right, Jeff, here we go. We got this one for you. 21st Century Digital Boy by Bad Religion. Okay, let's do it. All right. This one goes out to Jeff83. Jeff, thank you so much for the request. Here we go. I can't believe it. The way you look at sometimes. Like trampled flag on a city street. Oh yeah. And I don't want it. The things you offer in me symbolize barcode. Oh, I think I may have missed. Oh yeah. Like a 21st century digital boy. I don't know how to live, but I got a lot of toys. My daddy's a lazy middle class intellectual. My mommy's on Valium, so ineffectual. Oh, in life a mystery. I can't explain it. The things they're saying to me. It's going yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm just a 21st century digital boy. I don't know how to live, but I got a lot of toys. My daddy's lazy class, middle class intellectual. My mommy's on Valium, so ineffectual. Just in life a mystery. I tried to tell you about no control, but now I really don't know. And then you told me how bad you had to suffer. Well, isn't that really all you had to offer? Oh, sorry. Get front, iron claw. Oh, whoops. No censure, scream for more. Innocence raped with napalm fire. Everything I want, I really need. In life a mystery. Hold on. There it is. That's for a GIF. Crickster says, exaggerated wave from work. You are muted, but I am here. It's good to see you. I'm waving for you. Hopefully you can see. Can you see me, Crickster? I'm glad you like that. That's a bop, right? Isn't that a good one? That's a good one. Thank you for the request. Thank you very much for the request, Jeff. Yeah. And life is a mystery, that's for sure. Hey, nice pick, Miss Farrah May. Oh, I love this song. This is great. No Effects. Oh, great call. Great call. All right, let's do this one for Miss Vera May. No need to waste any time on it. Let's do the thing. Keep those requests coming. We got plenty. And you can make even more than one request if you want right now, because it's wide open. So feel free to request 2 songs if you want. They can even be in their and you can both be in the queue simultaneously. That's perfectly fine. So we'll have fun with that. Keep this party going. Thank you so much. Welcome. Happy holiday, everybody. Hope you're doing well out there. Possessions never meant anything to me. I'm not crazy. Well, that's not true. I got a bed and a guitar and a dog named Dog who pisses on my floor. That's right, I've got a floor. So what? So what? So what? I've got pockets full of Kleenex and linen holes, and where everything important to me just seems to infect down my leg and right in the leg and on the floor. My closest friend, linoleum, supports my head, gives me something to believe. That's me, that's the beachside combing the sand. That's me, metal meter in my hand. Pocket full of change. That's me on the street with a violin under my chin, playing with a grin, singing gibberish. That's me on the back of the bus. That's me inside the cell. That's me inside your head. That's me inside your head. That's me inside your head. That's for Miss Vera May. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for your enthusiasm in the chat. Appreciate the claps and the emotes. Very kind of you. Very, very kind. So I'm testing, and I'm using my old iPad over here to do the chords, and it is so far a very good fit. Very good fit. Which means to me, I probably should order a new iPad because I want to get a bigger. This is just an iPad mini. This isn't even the big iPad. This is if I get the regular size iPad, it's going to be so much easier to see all these chords. But it looks good. It looks good. We'll clear that one off the board. We're staying in that. We're staying in the punk. We're staying in the 90s. Okay, let's do it. This one's for GIF 83. I'm here for it. I'm ready to go as long as we need. I'm ready to keep going with this. This is great. Let me go ahead and clear this. Because we're not doing that right now. But let me just check on. Oh my gosh! Look at these great requests. Thank you very much, everybody. Yeah, this is great. All right, let's do this one for Jeff. Here you go, Jeff. Let's see. Let me just test a thing before we do this. Make sure I get this right. I have to make sure I get that right. What? Huh. I must have missed it. I guess that's right. I was just a different key. Okay. pictures of problems, no features were so bright. Whoa, the old neighborhood was still alive. Whoa, the kid on the whole damn street. Whoa, gotta make it and not be beat. Now the neighborhood's one cracked and torn. Whoa, the kids are grown up, but the wives are worn. Whoa, how can one little street swallow so many lives? Chances though, nothing's three. Looking for what used to be. Still it's hard to see. Fragile lives, shattered dreams. Jamie had a chance, but she really did. Whoa, instead she dropped out and had a couple of kids. Whoa, Bob still lives at her home because she's got no job. Whoa, just played guitars and smoked a lot of pot. Jay committed suicide. Whoa, Brandon OD'd and died. Whoa, what the hell is going on? Cruelest dreams, reality, chances thrown. Nothing's free. What's become before what used to be? Still it's hard to see. Looking for what used to be. Still it's hard to see. Fragile lives, shattered dreams, chances road, nothing's free. Looking for what used to be. Chances road, nothing's free. Looking for what used to be. Still it's hard to see. Fragile lives, shattered dreams. There you go. That's for Jiff. Jiff, thank you so much for that request. Whew. I don't know how it actually ends. I think it just fades. But thank you for the claps. Thank you for the enthusiasm in the chat. Keep those requests coming. Keep those coming. Keep them coming. I hope you're well. Hope you're having a good sandwich out there. Taking a little breath for a second here. Just gotta catch up on things. Yeah, all right. Okay, so we got one from Miss Vera May coming up. If anybody else would like to request a song, I would love to have your song. Throw it in the chat. Here's the song list if you're joining us late. Request whatever you'd like. Request more than one song if you want to. Today. And we won't be able to do that every stream, but today. Yeah. I'm so happy with this background music. It helps keep the pace going on this stream. It's really great. Yeah, that's great. That's good stuff. Oh, another great one, Jeff. This is great energy. I love the energy here, everybody. Like this is terrific. Okay, so a couple. Is it punk rock? Oh, it definitely is. We had a really good time during the punk rock raid train at the beginning of the month, and that was a fire stream. So I'm really excited to go through these songs again. Oh, wait a second. It's not on here? Oh. It is not on here. I wonder what channel that's on. Let's see. I'm checking something else out. Or maybe it's not till later. Oh, it's not till later. I'm being stupid. Okay. I will not worry about that then. Okay. Okay, let's do this one for, we got this one for, this is for Miss Vera May, Punk Rock Girl. Great song. Let's do it. I missed half of it. It was pretty fun though. Well, thank you, Miss Vera May. I'm glad to see you for half of it. Like, it was very late at night, so that's why I would never, I would not have expected anyone to be there. So we had a really good crowd with that considered. So let's do this next for you, and my thanks. All right, here we go. Hopefully this is not too much reverb. And just a quick question: can you hear this? I might have to turn it up a little bit because I feel like the piano's coming in a little low. You hear it? Okay, great. Let's do this then. All right, the Dead Milkmen fun group. Let's see. Do 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 do. I think I still do this in a higher key though. I do. Okay, this is gonna be wild. Some Saturday I took a walk to zip ahead. I met a girl and then she almost knocked me dead. Punk rock girl, look at me, punk rock girl. What do you see? Let's travel around the world, just you and me, punk rock girl. Tapped her on the shoulder, said, do you have a bow? She looked at me and smiled and said she did not know. Punk rock girl, please give me a chip. Let's go slam dance, we'll dream like, we'll dress like Minnie Pearl, just you and me, punk rock girl. We went to the Philly Pizza Company and ordered some hot tea. The waitress said, well no, we only have it iced. So we jumped up on the table and we shouted anarchy. And someone played a Beach Boys song on the jukebox. It was California Dreamin', so we started screaming on such a winter's day. There it is. She took me to her parents for a Sunday meal. Her father took one look at me and began to squeal. Punk rock girl, it makes no sense. His dad's a vice president, as rich as the Duke of Earl. You're for me, punk rock girl. So we went to a shopping mall and laughed at all the shoppers. The security guards trailed us to a record shop. We asked for Mojo Nixon. He said, you don't work here. He said, if you don't own Mojo Nixon, then your store could use some fixing. So we got into a car and away we started rolling. I asked how much she paid for it, and she said, nothing, man, it's nothing, man, it's stolen. Hamburger girl, you look so wild. Let's have a child, we'll name her Minnie Pearl. Just you and me, we'll eat fudge banana swirl. Just you and me, we'll travel around the world. Just you and me, Hamburger girl. Woo. I'm starting to get used to that register. I think I can I think I can do that more regularly now. Thank you so much, everybody. I even tried the solo in there. Yeah, I think I got it. Yeah, got it. It really is a fun tune. Thank you very much for the request, Miss Vera May. Now we got this one for lit for for lit. Well, this is lit, but it's for Jeff. So Jeff, here we go. My own worst enemy. It's not you. You're my friend. But much like punk rock itself, these tunes come at you fast and furiously. So keep the requests coming. Do not feel the urgency to let up at any point. We're here to play. So let's do the thing. I do feel like I have too much reverb though. Yeah. You have a lit emote? That's great, Jeff. That's really great. I gotta figure out. Give me a sec here. I got it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, Jeff. For you, my friend. Yeah. Oh no. What? Oh, it's over here. Can we forget about the things I said when I was drunk? Oh. Didn't mean to call you that. I can't remember what was said or what you threw at me. Please tell me why the car's in the front yard and I'm sleeping with my clothes on. I came in through the window last night and you're gone. Did you forget with me that I'm our worst enemy? 'Cause every now and then I kick the living shit out of me. The smoke alarm's going off and there's a cigarette still burning. Please tell me why my car's at the front yard and I'm sleeping with my clothes on. Came in through the window last night and you're gone. And then my car's in the front yard and I'm sleeping with my clothes on. Came in through the window last night. Oh, it's no surprise to me I am my own worst enemy. 'Cause every now and then I kick the living shit out of me. Can we forget the things that I said I said when I was drunk. I didn't mean to call you that. Yeah, that's for Jeff. Thank you, Jeff, for the request. And let's go with another one. This one's for Miss Vera May. Anything in the chat? Let's see. Jeff says, yes, bring it all the way back. I love it. I love it. Yeah, Miss Vera May bringing it back to the beginning. And I'm here for that, too. I am loving the energy today. This is great. Thank you, everybody. Fantastic energy, honestly. This is great stuff. So, away we go. This one's from the very beginning of punk rock, and it's from the Ramones. This one's called Sheena is a Punk Rocker. Let's go. But yeah, thank you for the claps in the chat, everybody. Thank you so much. Okay, here we go. Jeff says, I might add one that's the most appropriate coming from me. Oh, I think I do it. Jeff, do it. I want to see. Oh wow, yeah, that's like that must speak you. That must really speak to you, my friend. I like it. Okay. Okay. I think we got it. Well, the kids are all hopped up and ready to go. They're ready to go now. The person that's going to the discotheque, go. But she just couldn't stay. Where is it? She had to break away. Well, New York City really has it all. Oh yeah. There we go. Sheena is rocker. Sheena is a punk rocker. Sheena is a punk rocker now. Sheena is punk rocker. Sheena is punk rocker. Sheena is punk rocker now. She's a punk rocker, punk, a punk rocker, punk rocker, a punk rocker. Well, the kids are hopped up and ready to go. They're ready to go now. They got their clothes first and they're going to the disco. Take a go. But she just couldn't stay. She had to break away. Well, New York City really has it all. Oh yeah. So let's see. I'm gonna go down here. Sheena is a rocker. Sheena is punk rocker. Sheena is punk rocker now. Sheena is punk rocker. Sheena is punk rocker. Sheena is a punk rocker now. She's a punk rock, a punk rocker, punk, a punk rocker, punk, a punk rocker, punk, a punk rocker. Sheena is punk rocker. Sheena is punk rocker. Sheena is punk rocker now. Sheena is punk rocker. Sheena is punk rocker. Sheena is punk rocker now. There we go. Oh man, this is going. Thank you, everybody. Let's catch up on the chat. Thank you for the requests in the chat. And now, let's roll this out. So thank you, Miss Vera May. Now we got this one for Jeff. Jeff, song about probably someplace pretty close to where he lives. Or where Jeff lives, I should say. So here we go. This is London Calling. Let's see if I can remember this. Let's see. What I want to do is... It might make sense. Okay. Okay. London calling to the faraway towns. Now wars declared. The battles come down. London calling to the underworld. Come out of the cupboard, you boys and girls. London calling, now don't look to us. Phony Beatlemania, spitting the dust. London calling, we ain't got no swing, except for the ring of the truncheon thing. Ice Age coming, the gloom's coming in. Okay. The meltdown expected, the wheatin' going in. Engines stop running, but I have no fear, 'cause London is drowning. I live by the river. London calling to the imitation zone. Forget it, brother, you can go it alone. London calling to the zombies of death. Quit holding out and draw another breath. London calling and don't want to shout. While we were talking, I saw you nodding out. London calling, we ain't got no high, except for that one with the yellowy eyes. Icy's coming, the sun's zooming in. Engines stop running, the wheat growing thin. Nuclear error, but I have no fear, 'cause London is drowning. I live by the river. Let's see. Ice Age is coming. I was there too. Uh-oh. And you know what they said? Was that some of it was true? I'm then calling from the top of the dial. After all this, won't you give me a smile? London calling. Felt so much alike, a life. Woo! That's for Jeff. Thank you, Jeff, for the request. Thank you for the emotes in the chat. A lot of good ones in here. I wonder where that two bangers one came from. That's pretty dope. Kirby, thank you so much for the claps. If you would like to add to the queue, We would gladly take your song request, so there you go. Nice to see you in too as well, my friend. My name is Davy. I'm a variety streamer. I'm playing music today for this holiday here in the U.S. It's Memorial Day for us, in remembrance of those who served and lost their lives in the field of battle. But today what we have songs about just about anything. So feel free to request any songs from a number of decades from the 60s all the way through the 2020s. And this one's next for Miss Vera May. Let's do it. Here we go. All right, one more little plug thing over here, and we're ready to go. Here we go. Okay, let's see if I got this. What did these homies dissing my girl? Why do they gotta front? What did they ever do to these guys that made them so violent? And you know you're mine, and you know you're mine, that's for all of time. I look just like Buddy Holly. Oh, and you're Mary Tyler Moore. There you go. I don't care what they say about us anyway. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Don't you ever fear, I'm always near. I know that you need help. Your tongue is twisted, your eyes are slit. You need a guardian. And you know I'm yours. And you know you're mine. That's for all of time. I look just like Buddy Holly, yeah. And you're Mary Tyler Moore. I don't care what they say about us anyway. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Bang, bang, lock on the door. Let's see. Bang. Oh, that's right. Bang, bang. Get down on the floor. There it goes. Oh no, what do we do? Don't look now, but I lost my shoe. I can't run, and I can't kick. What's the matter, babe? Are you feeling sick? What's the matter now? What's the matter? Are you feeling blue? There it is. That's for all of time. Yeah. You are just like Buddy Holly. And you're Mary Tyler Moore. I don't care what they say about us anyway. I don't care about that. 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 There we go. Yeah. Hey, Kirby, thank you for the request, by the way. And that's for Miss Farrah May. Thank you so much for that request. Yeah. That is a really, really fun song. Every time I play the Buddy Holly, it seems to get better, too. Like, every time I add, it just sounds better every time. I'm very happy about that. Very happy about that. Well, thank you so much. Kirby, here we go. I got this for you. Thank you so much for the request. Keep them coming. Got plenty more where that came from. So, okay. We've been really on a roll with punk rock. This is great. We'll keep it going. This one's from This is from Panic at the Disco. Here we go. Back to the street where we began, feeling as good as love as you can know. We were feeling so good, thinking of things we shouldn't read. Looks like the end of history as we... It's the end of the world. Back in the street where we began, feeling as good as love you could, you can. Into a place where thoughts can bloom, into a room where it's 9 in the afternoon, and we don't know where it could be. You know that it should be, you know that it should, and you know that you feel it too, 'cause it's 9 in the afternoon, 9 in the afternoon, and your eyes are the size of the moon. You're good, 'cause you can, so you can do. We're feeling so good, just the way that we do when it's 9 in the afternoon. Eyes are the size of the moon. You're good, 'cause so much you can do. We're feeling so good. Back on the street, they're back to our feet, losing the feeling unique. Do you know what I mean? Back into the place where we used to say, man, it feels good to feel this way. Do you know what I mean? Man, back on the street, back to the street. Back to the place, back to the place, back to the where it all have been. Back to the room where it all began. Okay. It's 9 in the afternoon. And eyes the size of the moon. Okay, cause what can you do? You're feeling so good, just the way that we do. When it's 9 in the afternoon, size of the moon. Good, what can you do? Feeling so good, just the way that we do. When it's 9 in the afternoon. Eyes the size of the moon. You're good cause what? You're good cause you can do so you killed cause you can so you do. There we go. We're feeling so good just the way that we do when it's noon and it's 9 in the afternoon. Kirby, thank you so much for that request. Like, I hope you enjoyed that. Even though it did fall apart at the end, I'm sorry about that part. But the rest of it, I hope you enjoyed. Kirby says, I just realized that the title song is, and started questioning what the definition of an afternoon is. Well, I think the idea was like, I think they're trying to channel the Beatles with that, because if you remember, Ringo had that title, A Hard Day's Night, which makes no sense. How can it be a hard day's night? Day and night are not the same thing. So Night in the Afternoon is, I think, a play on words, which is kind of a nod to that. And so is this chord progression. They're like, that's very Beatlesy. And kind of Beatles or ELO, whichever you want to pick. But the ELO pretty much admits that they are really heavily influenced by the Beatles. So that's kind of an interesting little side story. That's just my own evaluation of it. I'm not exactly sure if that's what they were inspired by, but it would make sense. It would make sense. Yeah, a hard day does not make sense. Well, it's been a hard day, and you're having a night after a hard day. Maybe that would be the way to go about that, right? So now we got another one by. Ooh, this is a tough one to play. I'm gonna give this a shot. This is called Fat Lip. This is from Sum 41. Great song though. Great song. It's the night of a hard day. Jiff says. Yeah. That absolutely. That makes sense. That does make sense. I like that. I like that too. All right. Here we go. This will be a fun one. This is gonna be for. Now who? Oh, Pony Bolson. Hello. It's nice to meet you. How are you doing, my friend? Would you like to request a song as well? Please do. Here's the song list. Yeah. But afternoon is interesting because, Kirby, just to feed off your point, like, an afternoon could be, an afternoon can go till like 5, but an afternoon could also start at 11. So it's I think there's a lot of subjectivity in what defines an afternoon, right? So that's kind of interesting. It's an interesting topic. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Hey, I love this. And I see you're a big Ramones fan. I am too. So I love it. I got that one for you next. So we'll first do this one. TBF Air, my EU clock 9 o'clock is a US afternoon properly. That's true. Yeah, absolutely. So Kirby, like, if you are in the EU, then it is like 7:39 p.m. where you are. I think I got that right. So, yeah, I guess that very much applies. I love it a lot. Oh, 8:30. Okay. Right. All right, 8:30. Okay, cool. So let's do this one next for Jiff 83. Oh yeah, Jiff, this is a great song. Let's see if I can remember how to play it, but I think I can. I wouldn't put it on here if I didn't know how to play it. But it is definitely a fun one to do. Yeah, I think I got it. Yeah, I got it. Is it this? Or is... Well, let's see. Let's see if this is E. I think this is it. Okay. Yeah, there we go. There you go. Storming through the party with the name Storming through the party like her name is El Nino. Yeah. I'm hanging out drinking like it back. It'll come. Like hanging in the back like a back of El Camino. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, As a kid, was scared, no one knew my name. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I crashed my own house because nobody came. Okay. Alright. And now, no, not the one that you knew in high school. Never got going, no showing up when it went to. Attention that we crave, that tells us to behave. I'm sick of always hearing you act your age. I don't want to waste my time. It would be the casualty of society. Never want to fall in line. Never become a victim of your conformity and back down. Where is it? Yeah. Because you don't know us at all. We laugh when old people fall. Because you don't know us at all. Old people fall. What would you expect from a conscience so small? Heavy metal melts is how we were raised. Mountain priests were the gods we praise. And we like having fun at other people's expenses and cutting people down just a minor offense. And none of it's your concern. I guess you never learned. I'm sick of being told to wait my turn. I don't want to waste my time. I'm a casualty of society. I'll never fall in line. Become a victim of your conformity and back down. Don't count on me. I'll let you know when. Don't count on me. I'll do it again. Don't count up. No, count on me. The point you're missing. Don't count on me, 'cause I'm not listening. Okay. 'Cause I'm no god Nick. I'm no god Nick, though. Look, I'm middle class brat. I don't give a shit about nothing. You be being pregnant. I don't give a shit about nothing. You'd be standing on the corner and it don't make sense. From all the... And like all the gas would be huffing into the... Oh gosh. You'd be standing in the corner talking loud and that kerfuffin'. You don't make sense. From the gas would be huffing. You'll be ringing like... Oh gosh. If the link don't stand, you'll be ringing off the hold. The hit is wanted like a telephone book. I like songs with this. I like songs with ocean to drink in proportion. The doctor told my mom you should have had an abortion. I don't want to waste my time to be the casualty of society. Never want to fall in line. Become a victim of conformity. Waste my time. Be a victim of your conformity and back down. Whew, okay, we recovered on that one late. But I just need a couple more, 100 more listens of that song. But I think but that was really fun. Thank you so much for the request, everybody. Thank you for the claps. I appreciate that very much. So now let's get this next one out for you. This is for Miss Vera May. This is called Blitzkrieg Bop. It's by the Ramones. Here we go. Keep this thing rolling. Okay. Let's go! Hey! Oh! Let's go! Hey! Ho! Let's go! Oh! Let's go! The former in a straight line. They're going in a timeline. The kids are losing their minds. Let's creek bop. Going through it. The planet is the pollen in the backseat. Generate steam heat. We'll send to the backbeat. Let's creek bop. Hey, ho, let's go. Shoot him in the back now. What they want, I don't know. They're all hugged up, revved up and ready to go. They're forming in a straight line. They're going through a timeline. The kids are losing their minds. Let's creek bop. The parlor in the backseat, generating steam heat. The pulsating to the backbeat. Let's creek bop. Hey, ho, let's go. Shoot him in the back now. What they want, I don't know. They're all hopped up revved up and ready to go. They're forming in a straight line. In a timeline. The kids are losing their minds. Let's creek bop. Pilot in the back seat, generating steam heat. Playing to the backbeat. Let's creek bop. Hey, oh, let's go. Hey, oh, let's go. Hey, oh, let's go. Hey, oh, let's go. Woo, let's go indeed. Let's fucking go. That's from Miss Vera May. Thank you so much for the request. That's a great one. And thank you for the claps, everybody. Thank you for the claps. All right, so request queue is empty. If you want to add some more songs, go for it. Let's just hang out and chat a little bit while we wait for the next song to be requested. Thank you so much for doing that, everyone. Glad to have you here on a Monday. Hope you're well. Hope you're hanging out. Request queue is open. Request the song if you'd like. That was a great run. Miss Vera May and I'm trying to remember who else made requests. We also had Kirby with a request and Jeff. A lot of great requests. Thank you so much, Jeff. It's so good to see you here. Thank you for hanging out on Saturday too for European karaoke. It was really fun. I'm gonna need more Dead Milkman and less Davy. Yeah, I concur with that statement, and I will make that happen now in the next couple of days or so. Because there are definitely other songs I know. I know them. I don't know. I haven't played them, but I know I've listened to them. So I would most definitely do that. Bitch and Camaro be another one, and there'll be others. Yeah. So what do y'all say? Does it seem like it's time for lunch? Yeah, absolutely, Miss Fairmay. So I would be glad to do that for you. For me too. I would love to do that. It'd be really great. Sandwiches? I'm thinking sandwiches. I'm thinking sandwiches. This is a really good one that I was looking at. I'd like to try. They were saying I went to this place yesterday. It was really good. So I'm thinking sandwich. Yeah, absolutely. I'm thinking sandwich. Thinking sandwiches. Let's see what we got over here. I'll keep chatting with you while I conjure up this order. So what I'm thinking, like there's a cut of meat we have here called tri-tip, which is similar to brisket, but it's leaner, and it's very, very good, really good. So let's see. I'm gonna throw this together. Sandos, tri-tip sando. There you go. What sauce? Now we're gonna go with that Texas red sauce. I'm gonna add some. I don't need fries because I've got potato chips here, so I'll just do that. And then so add that. And then I think I want to get some chicken. Let's see if I can do that. Let's see, got some chicken. We got nuggies. We have chicken. You have smoked chicken. You have pulled chicken. You have all kinds of chicken. We can go with here. Okay. Now they're saying you can select. They offered the option that you can do. Now, can you do that here? We can do regular chicken or we can do fried chicken. Kind of want to do the fried chicken today. Not sure if I'm given the choice here. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna pivot this a bit. I'm gonna go with this one. It's pivot time. I'm gonna pivot this one. Because there's this other sandwich I wanted to try for quite a while. I don't want to try this for. Well, let me think about it first before I do this. Yeah, I guess I could just do that. It'll be fine. Let's go back to the other one. So instead, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna order. In addition to this one, I can turn this down. Spend $65, save $5. I don't think I'll be spending that much. That's a lot. That'd be kind of nuts. Let me just do a basic one. So I'm thinking either we're gonna go with the tri-tip beef sandwich or we're gonna do like a pastrami Reuben-y type thing. So I'm kind of torn. I can really go either direction. Ladybug, so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for stopping. Thank you very much for joining us. The name of your channel made me hungry. Now listen to you talk about what your sandwich makes me want a sandwich. Well, I appreciate you. Thanks for joining us. I apologize for making you so hungry though. Let me give you a virtual one for now. There you go. Please enjoy. Miss Veramis is not gonna lie, my laziness allows me to order extra food so I can have food for the next day. It's always in the thought, especially with deliveries, it's always in the thought process, right? Getting extra food. So we're trying to determine what kind of sandwich to order today. And I would love to get your advice. We could go with grilled meat, or we could do like a pastrami type thing. And you're very welcome, absolutely. It's so nice to meet you. It's always great to meet new people here on this channel. So come on back. We also do interviews. So we interview other people on Twitch. Tomorrow we got a really good one. JMO Piano. Really good piano player. Exceptionally good at playing by ear. And his ability to interpret music and play it on the spot is fantastic. Really good. It is a great idea. Ladybug's right. Like, order like 2 meals and save 1 for the next day. And it's like, yeah, that's kind of brilliant when you think about it. So let's see. Yeah, I guess on a day like this, it seems like the way to go. So could go with that. We're gonna try their. Could try their Do you think nuggets would be good today? Or should we go with wings? Or should we go with... Let me see. So that's an idea. I kind of like their chicken one, though. They have this chicken one that's really good, too. And then they have this one called the hog, which is pulled pork. The chicken one sounds great, though. Let me see. Look at the chicken one, see what the chicken one looks like. Yeah, this is quite a decision here, right? A lot of good decisions. So the one I think it's called... I don't see it on here, unfortunately. Oh, thank you so much for the follow! Ladybug, I appreciate your follow so much. My boys will do that, but they both eat footlongs. Ah, yeah. Jeff says, it's even better when you forget you ordered the next day. It's a nice surprise. Oh, very much so. Absolutely. There is one I kind of want to do, and it's not in here. There's like, there's one called the Smokestack, I think is what it's called. And I don't see it on here. That is a bummer. Because it looks really, really good. Maybe this is it. Possibly. I don't think so. I have to go over there and get it. Okay. Yeah, maybe not that one then. That's gonna depend on what I select. There's a couple choices. There's a barbecue place that's a local barbecue place that's nearby. And then there's a sandwich shop called Capriati's, which will furnish the any kind of deli kind of sandwich. So I've got a few choices. I could order a burger. I had a burger yesterday, so I wasn't really thinking burger. I think if I'm gonna get a tri-tip sandwich, I'm gonna do it here. Yeah, I'm gonna get my money's worth and do this. I'm gonna get this with the. I'm gonna get the coleslaw. Absolutely. Looks so good. That might be the way. That might be the one. That might be it today. I know it's more expensive, but it is also really good. I've got to go look into this a little more carefully. So that's with fries. So if you order the other one with fries, it's almost the same thing, really. So like you have your tri-tip from here. Miss Fairmice says, I love how we're living vicariously through dreaming of sandwiches. But I feel like that's part of the service of the sandwich show, is to help you all enjoy food vicariously through this channel. I'm so happy to do that. Like I mean, I'm happy but also guilty at the same time. It's like, I'm thinking about this because I'm like, this is a tough call. So I think the first question is, do you think we should go pastrami? I'm going to start a poll. This will make it easier. So do you want to go pastrami? We're going pastrami? Are we going a brisket or tri-tip beef, basically? Or we're going chicken? And you can vote. Well, it would be strange to vote multiple times for the same thing. So I'm just going to go give everybody one vote. We'll do it for about 2 minutes. See what you all think. So how much is the sandwich? It's going to be a lot. It's going to be like around 20 bucks, I think. Well, because when you deliver it, it's like extra money. But I think the sandwich by itself would be around, between 15 and 17 US dollars. Biscuit? Yeah. Well, peanut butter and honey, I could almost make that here. That sounds pretty good, too. Yeah. Brisket, you say? Yeah, that actually does sound pretty good. I'm gonna look at my options for brisket. Brisket actually, in and of itself, sounds really good. Like, instead of tri-tip, I could just do brisket. But they did specify tri-tip, which seems to make sense to me. It might be worth it. And then what could I order alongside that? Maybe... Okay, let me see what's how's the poll doing. No votes yet. Oh, there we go. You got your brisket. You got your brisket. Okay. All right. Yeah, I got you. I may see what else is here. Aha. Let me see. Sandwiches. Oh, they're all about the same. Okay. I was curious about that. Okay. So tri-tip seems like the winning formula here. Oh man, that looks so good. Yeah. Okay. I voted brisket too. Or that lean option. Oh yeah, yeah. So that would be tri-tip. Yeah. I think that's a good call. I mean, the guy at the restaurant was even saying get the tri-tip one. I'm like, okay, we can try that. That seems like a good one. Let me see. So I'm gonna go over to Sandoz. Get that together. Should we get some mac? There's one called the Hog, which looks really good. So there's a brisket, but I think the tri-tip is gonna be my pick today. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. I'm gonna go with it. Red sauce. We could order mashed potatoes or that, but I have chips, so I don't think we need to even do that. But do we? Yeah, I think that'll work. We're gonna put this into order. Okay. Okay, so we got that in there. What else can we go with here? Meats. I mentioned I wanted to do... How much are the wings? Wings usually aren't too bad. Oh, it's kind of a lot. Okay, never mind. Let me see. We can get some chicken in there. It's kind of a lot. Okay, never mind. Right. Chili fries. You have slaw. Mac and cheese. Chili. Let me see. Fried chicken. Yeah, a lot of good choices here. Got burgers. Burger was good when I was there last time. Let me see. Alright, it looks like we got a winner though. We're gonna definitely go with a tri-tip. Okay, sounds good. It's a win. Let's do it. We've got it. And then we'll just have some beer with it. We'll have some... I think that'll work out just fine. I'm gonna run with it. I don't need two, but just one. I think this is fine. I'm just gonna run with this. Hey, Steven, how's it going? We're about to order a sandwich. How are you doing, Steven? So good to see you. And we're not only that, but we're gonna hang out here for a little bit, for about an hour, at least another hour. So you will have the opportunity to watch me eat this thing. So let's do it. Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of with you. You know the point that was made earlier to order a second meal on top of the meal just so we can have like two meals. I think that's a great call. I'm gonna kind of like do a second thing, and then I'll have that tonight, like for dinner. So I think that's the way to do this. So I'm gonna order another thing as well. Yeah, Miss Vermeer, love it. So I will do. Can we do Can we do number 2? Are they gonna offer me a 1-item plate? No. Not an option. Okay. It is kind of interesting. They don't have it? Nope, they don't want that. Okay. Well, that would be an interesting question. Could you do that? Smoked chicken. Oh, there you go. Maybe just do smoked chicken size. Let's see. Yeah, steaming. It's gonna be good stuff. Oh, just order another thing. Like, why am I even worried about this? Like, just order another sandwich. 2 for the price of 1. Okay, so the second one I think is gonna be The hog. Oh. Or do we go with the chicken? I think you're going with the hog here. Okay, I think we got it. Put that together. Okay. Well, it's kind of like if you don't. Yeah. Well, I guess I could just make my own food too tonight. Because I can make you some chili tonight. That would be really good. So definitely we would go with. Let me think. Is that worth it? Yeah. I mean, it's the same delivery. It's not like. Yeah, that's a good point. So then that kind of makes the delivery cost not that bad, actually. The uncertainty. I know. This should be alright, though. I think this would work out fine. Okay, seems good. So I'm going to refrigerate one of them, I guess. I wish they had the fried chicken, though. That would have made this so much easier. I'd be like, yeah, fried chicken tonight. Boom. Done. And you just save it. You don't have to do anything. It's perfect. They don't really have that option. That's the kind of unfortunate aspect of this. Let me just look at this one more time. I do this at restaurants. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm notoriously bad at this. Okay. But how's everybody doing? Anybody want to request a song for the next hour or so while we wait out this order? There's the song list. Yeah. I do the same. Oh, okay. Well, that makes me feel a little better about it. I don't need any more fries. I think I've had too many fries as it is. Man, that does look good though. Well, let's keep it simple. I don't want to eat too much today. Let's just go with this. I kind of just want like one more meat thingy, and then we'll kind of we'll call it a day. Can I get some chicken a la carte? And my friends, I believe we can get chicken a la carte. So let's do that. So I want some chicken a la carte. I think we're gonna go with like a quarter of a chicken. Oh no, this is not it. What happened over here? Oh, maybe that other one was pulled chicken. Oh yeah, I think it was. Nope, not pulled chicken. Oh, okay, I got you. Smoked chicken. What on earth is the difference? Oh, it's just a chicken breast. Okay, never mind. All right, I'm not gonna. Okay, let's not get too carried away with this. Let's just go with it. Yeah, that should be all right. Chili fries. Let me see what we got over here. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll clock out with this. Oh, hold on. What do you mean? Oh, there we go. Cool. Yeah, let's do it. We're doing it. Okay. Okay. Away we go. Steven says chicken a la carte, chicken a la king, whatever meets your fancy. Okay. It's on the way. It'll be here in only 30 minutes. Okay. Sounds like a plan. Okay, would anybody be interested in a tune? Feel talking? Let's do another backup track. Yeah, Seaman, how's it going, by the way? I haven't seen in a bit, but hope you're doing well. All right, let's do this one for Ladybug Raindrop. All right, this is called Take On Me. by Aha out of Norway. Cool. Thank you for the request, Ladybug. Okay, let's do this. Okay. See if I can get, I think I can. Just gonna, yes. Gonna throw this down over here. Okay, cool. Gotta make it. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream today, Ladybug. Glad to do this for you. Ah, yes. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is Take On Me for Ladybug. Here we go. I don't know what to say, but I say it anyway. Today's not the day to find you. Shine away. Coming for your love, okay. Take on me, take on me, take me on, take on me. I'll be gone in a day or two. So needless to say, I'm odds and ends, but I'll be stumbling awake, slowly learning that life is okay. Say after me. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. It's so better to be safe than sorry. Sorry, there I go. Take on me, take on me, take me on, take on me. I'll be gone in a day or two. Oh. For just to play my worries away. You're all the things I've got to remember. You shine away. I'll be coming for you anyway. Take on me, take on me, take me on, take on me. I'll be gone in a day or two. Take on me, take on me, take Oh, look at all those cool emotes in the chat. Thank you so much, everybody. That's really kind. Thank you, Ladybug, for that request. I appreciate that very much. Great request. Really great song. Really good stuff. Thank you. Thank you very much. Keep it coming, folks. If you'd like to request another song, I'd be grateful to play it. Any chicken for you all? Steamin', so good to see you. I think I owe Steamin' like 5 songs in a row right now, actually. So Steamin', if you want to put in 5 songs, put in 5 songs. We got nothing but time right now. We can put them all in for you. I mean, we don't have to play them all in a row, but definitely put in 5 songs, because like I owe you 5 songs. You dropped like so many bits at one time. Like I still have to do that for you. So okay, how are we doing on that sandwich? I think it'll be coming at some point pretty soon. So we're gonna plate it. I'm gonna put in some potato chips, and then we're gonna have some fun with that. And then tonight, I'm gonna go to the grocery store and get some fried chicken and enjoy that, and just be a fully U.S. meal, fully American meal, start to end, really. America meal. Yeah, very much so. Yeah, very much so. I should get some potato salad too, because like that sounds really good. Potato salad to go with all that. That reminds me, I need to do some financial stuff. I guess I can do that right now. Why wait? Just do it now. That seems reasonable. Let's do it right now. Do it now! Potato salad's great though. Like, of all the salads, potato salad I think is my favorite of the salads. Like, big fan of potato salad. Dessert, yeah. I don't really have anything for dessert right now. I don't have any ice cream or anything like that. I don't have any chocolate. I do that on purpose. I don't want to be eating sweets all the time. It's not good for me. A lot of choices, though, in that area. Yeah. Let me turn down my reverb for a second. But yeah. Oh, man. And I do want to give Steeman friend a shout out too, because Steeman also streams, and Steeman has been playing Rocksmith and Path of Exile too. Cool. I believe Steeman's also a variety streamer, so that's always great to have fellow friends in the community, in the variety streamer community. Always cool. So yeah. All right, so keep the requests coming. I'm gonna probably have to take 2 breaks within the next like 20 minutes. But the first one is just to use the restroom, so I shall return in just a little bit, and we'll see you in like about a minute or so. Won't be too long. I'll see ya. Be right back. And we're back. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Hello, hello. Okay, so let's do... Music wants me to dance. Let's go. It's been a fun day. We all hanging in there. So I got some beer while we were on. Oh, I took my break. So, sandwich hasn't been delivered. Isn't on delivery yet, but it should be eventually. Okay, sounds good. Cool. Have some beer while we we sort out these other things. It's great stuff. Props to Brett. Let me give a shout out to Breddington. That's our friend Brett. Brett is also a variety streamer, really, and has been a frequent contributor to this program. We've seen Brett help hang out with us for tier lists. They have been really fun to do to break down with our friend, and he's great at karaoke. We see him in karaoke streams as well. So catch our friend Breddington Frothinghus. He's also playing games. He's cooking. He's doing all sorts of cool things on his channel. Yep. Yeah, we are still waiting on that sandwich. That I'm often calling his show the Pretty Good Universe podcast. It's Pretty Good Podcast Universe, because the original show is called Pretty Good Podcast. So now it's Pretty Good Podcast Universe, which is extending beyond the Pretty Good Cooking, beyond the Pretty Good Cooking channel. So they get into more bigger variety of things. I think is kind of how I would position that. So bring this down a little bit. Okay. Go for it, Steeman. Hope your trip to the store goes well. Have a good lurk. Yeah, I have to go to the store pretty soon myself. Let's see what we got over here. Well, I think it would make sense to request this one. I'm gonna play this one while we wait for that sandwich, everybody. So this is from Green Day. It's called Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Give me just a second to get this together. Okay, I think I got it. Oh shoot, we gotta do that too. How do I do that from here? I don't know if I can. It might be in my best interest. Hold on, folks. Streamlabs. Streamlabs. Oh no. Streamlabs. There we go. Okay. There we go. Hey! Nicely done, Streamlabs. Thank you, Anonymous, for gifting us started. Not Anonymous, I did that. Alright, but thanks, Twitch. The folks watching the VOD won't see it, wouldn't have seen that, but the Twitch notifications in the chat said, "Hey, Anonymous got us started. Thank you for gifting a sub to Streamlabs." I'm like, it's not Anonymous. I did that myself. But alright. Oh, hey, the sandwich got picked up. Great. It's on the way. Okay, great. It should be here in, like, that means it'll be here, like, 10 minutes from now. So, let's play this for you. This is called The Boulevard of Broken Dreams from Green Day. And after that, we'll just keep it rolling. Lots more to come from where that came from, my friends. So, let's do it. Good job, Anonymous. I know, right? Okay. I walk a lonely road down an only one I've ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's only home to me, and I walk alone. I walk this empty street down the boulevard of broken dreams, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one. I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk my shadow's the only one who walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish someone out there will find me. Still then I walk alone. I'm walking down the line that divides me somewhere in my mind, on the borderline, on the edge, and where I walk alone. Oh. Read between the lines, what's fucked up and everything's alright. Check my vital signs, and I know that I'm still not alive, and I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone, I walk my shadow's the only one that walks beside me. My shallow heart's the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish for someone out there will find me. So then I walk alone. down the boulevard of broken dream, where the city sleeps and I'm the only one. My shadow's the only one that walks beside me. My shadow's heart is the only thing that's beating. Sometimes I wish that someone out there will find me. Till then I walk alone. All right, that one goes out to Anonymous. Thank you very much for the request. Hey, thank you very much for the Cloudsmith Farrah May. Very nice of you. Thank you so much. I did that one with no reverb. Oops. My bad. Yeah, good times. Good times. See, how are we doing with this sandwich? How's the sandwich doing? Coming. Okay. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. I always get the sneaking suspicion that, like, once I start like eating food on stream, that's like when like all sorts of people start joining the chat. It's like I love it. I love it. Oh, Miss Farrah May with a great question. What's your favorite request to play? Favorite request to play? Yeah. I think because I've just gotten so good at playing it, and simultaneously because it's such a hard song to play, Rosanna is it. Because like I spent an extremely large amount of time learning that song, and the bulk of it was during a winter break in 2021, and so December 2021, I was like spending the whole week like learning how to play that song, and I still kept like adding, like tweaking things and like adjusting things and learning new parts of the song, and even like the solo, like even the thing at the end, like I've actually added that, which I did not foresee happening. It's a really hard song to play, but I feel like I've mastered that much more than I could ever have expected, and I'm really happy. So that's the one that stands out to me as like one of my favorites to play. Oh, we got food. The sandwich is here. Okay, so I'm gonna go to break. We'll be right back. Big time. Let's go. Okay, we're back. Sandwich is here, ready to enjoy. This box. All right. Hey, Dallas, I'm good. I'm doing well. I'm having a holiday day today, and you are here at a great time, Dallas. I got a sandwich here. PJME, my goodness, welcome in. You certainly did. Oh yeah. Peach, get ready for, you are in for, this looks good. This looks good. Not the biggest sandwich in the world, but we make up for it in quality over quantity. And I think we got some really good stuff here. I'm gonna put this in the back. Okay. We've prepped it. We've plated it. And now we present it. What's going on, Peach? So good to see you. Hope you're well. I've been having a good time following all your guys' teams. So I follow Brett. I follow your Toronto Blue Jays. I follow a lot of friends' Yankees. I follow the Brendan's Blue Jays, and all the other teams. Like, there's a bunch of teams. All right, here it comes. This is a tri-tip sandwich, so it's a leaner cut of brisket that we make in California. And this, we'll just keep it here for like 5 minutes. Yeah. I'm good, Dallas. Let me go give you a shout out, by the way. Dallas, good to see you. Ooh. Hope you're well, everybody. Yeah, so there it is. And I got some potato chips with it. Smells great. Wow. Yeah, thank you, Dallas. Yeah, I'm with you on that. This is looking good, folks. So let's stay true to the can. Oh, I have this too. This is Lagunitas IPA. Really great in California, United States, North America. Okay, so the first bite of the sandwich is gonna be without the extra sauce, but we'll dip in the extra sauce as needed here. Oh, it's so soft. Ooh. I'm into it. Wow. Very good. Now we dip. You dip, we dip, we dip. You dip, we dip, we dip. That's not a pretzel bun. No. This is, I think it's a brioche or some sort, because, like, pretzel would be a lot. It'd be a lot, like, it'd be a stiffer kind of a bun. I don't think this is pretzel, though. It does sort of have pretzel vibes. But it feels more brioche than pretzel. Indeed. Sandwich review favorable. They definitely marinated this quite a bit. Dallas Arlo says, I love a good pretzel bun, but it has to be soft. There are a lot of pretenders out there. Quite right. This is also true of pretzels in general. Like, just real, legit pretzels are not stiff. They're really, really soft with a nice, like, crust on the outside, you know? So a good pretzel in the Northeast, I think, really hits all the notes there. In Philadelphia, New York, and Boston, they all have great pretzels. Favorable with the U up here is pretty good praise. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I want to sit on this. I'm going to look. I want it to be just like this. Because I want people to see this as a thumbnail. when they see live streaming now. And then you see Davy's like here. And this is my thumbnail. Miss Vermeer says, I'm in Dallas. I can't find a soft pretzel outside of the mall. Sucks. I hear ya. I hear ya. It's tough to find. This barbecue sauce is actually quite top tier because like most barbecue sauce is just sugar. This has that vinegary tang that you really want in the real stuff. This is the real stuff. The marinating with lemon juice is an interesting decision. I don't think you necessarily had to do that. But it certainly does add a degree of succulence. It's a very interesting call. But it's good. I like it. Wow. Peach, I know you're into baseball. We have not only a no-hitter in progress, we have a perfect game in progress. We have both. There's one pitcher throwing a no-hitter. The second pitcher throwing a perfect game. I know, don't jinx it. I don't ever do that. I'm like, look. I think that's silly. I have my mush, yes. But to say that someone's throwing a no-hitter, you can't do that? I think that's ridiculous. Like, it's clear the scoreboard says there are no hits in the game. Am I supposed to lie and say there isn't? Of course there is. Are you dipping your chips in barbecue sauce? I don't want to judge you, but I am. I am. Just try that out. I don't do that all the time. Peach, listen to this song carefully. I bet you will identify the sound effects, as I just did. Can you hear the sound effects? The song's called Notice Me. Oh, it's over. I'm gonna play it again. I'm repeating the song. Listen carefully for the sound effects, Peach. I bet you'll identify these. Right here. There you go. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I guess my mush is bigger than I thought. Oh, no, here, listen to this. Peach, listen to this. That comes from a game that I think PJ is very fond of. But I just mushed the no-hitter. Oh, you can't make it up. I'm like, I guess I should listen to that idea then. It literally was like seconds after I said that too. So, in the Chicago game, Cubs pitcher was working a no-hitter, Marcus Stroman. Legit, like 2 seconds after I said, like, you have to at least say that they're having a no-hitter, guy gets a hit. Like, I never learn. Okay. Miss Vera May, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Absolutely. You're very welcome for the music, Miss Vera May. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll catch you around. Like, you're either here or maybe at Kenny's channel, but it'd be really great. It's really great to see you today. Have a great rest of your Monday. I'll give you a bite for the road. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm glad you enjoyed, friends. Oh yeah, definitely, Peach. PJ Amy says, now I want chips. What if you put the chips on the sandwich? Yeah! I see the merits. I like the merits. This sandwich I feel like is good on its own though. But I've done it before. I really like it with like turkey sandwiches. Burgers for some reason work with that too. Ooh. Yeah, that's another good one. Dallas says, did that once with Sloppy Joe. Changed my life. That I like. I like that idea. Peaches, that reminds me of the now canceled Dr. Heathcliff Huxtable who put chips in his hoagie. That could work too. Yeah. No, I'm familiar. I'm familiar. Let's see who your Blue Jays are playing today, my friend. They are playing... Let's see. Or are they playing? Maybe they're not playing today. Let me see. They're not playing. Okay. That's been talked about too. Like, how could they do that? How could they not have teams play on Memorial Day? I agree with that statement. Looks like they're going to be one of the ones not playing. Very disappointing. It's a good day for them to play. Idle, yeah. My friend Rowdy Telez is coming back to town tomorrow. There you go. Yeah. He's got a new thing going with... I saw him recently. Maybe it was Milwaukee. It's, I believe that's right. Let's see. Yeah, Milwaukee. How about it? How about it? Team C-Dub versus Team PJ. Who wins? That'll be an interesting game tomorrow. PJ says it's not Memorial Day here. Last Monday was our holiday. This is true. This is true. You're right, PJ. I wonder the same thing. So PJ and me said, and I wonder why ketchup chips never made it big in the USA. There's everything to love about it. Like I've tasted them last fall. I'm like, because KR sent some to me. KR Acoustic. Let me go shout out KR too. You even have ketchup Doritos up here. I would be down to try that. Yeah, but our friend KR, we had like an exchange of snacks. Like he sent some, I sent them his way, he sent them my way, and they were awesome. Like I'm like, it makes sense. Like you have ketchup with fries, like why not have them with potato chips? It makes a lot of sense. They're great. I completely agree with that statement. Like they, yeah. Yeah, that's really nice of him to do that. Like, I sent some stuff his way too. Then we did a stream about it. We streamed that exchange, but the problem was that the weather was so hot that month that everything was melted. That was a fun time. It was a fun time. I'm glad to see that his live gigs are going great, though. Like,
He's got some bar gigs right now, and that's really cool to see. It's really cool to see that. Oh, hold the phone. We don't have to wait for this raid. We can just do this now. Okay. Okay, so before we do the raid, I'd like to put in a last call. I must have completely messed up the time zones. I was off. I was either off by a half an hour or like several hours. But oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! We got a raid! Oh my goodness! Thank you so much for the raid, Jazzy. Let me bring you all in. Hold on, 1 second, Jazzy. Hello, my friends. Welcome in. How you doing? Bring this up. Here we go. I predict a riot. I predict a riot. Got him. Jazzy, thank you so much for the raid. How's it going? Friends in our chat, please give our friend Jazzy a follow. We are here just playing music and eating sandwiches. I'll show you what sandwich I got tonight or today. Although I think for Jazzy it is tonight. It's probably like close to 10 o'clock Eastern. I mean 10 o'clock Central at CEST over there. So I hope you're well. Friends, hope you're doing well. Jazzy's an awesome musician, a great friend of ours here. Please give Jazzy a follow. I am Davy. I'm a variety streamer based out of Los Angeles, California in the US. And Mr. Bale, so good to see you. Tuna No Crust. Mound Violin, so good to see you. Pink Z and Mr. Bale, hello there. It's nice to see you all. All right, so here's the sandwich today. I got a beef sandwich, which we call tri-tip. It's a leaner cut of brisket we do in California. And there we go. And there it is. And Mode Violin, thank you so much for the follow. It's pretty good. Been nibbling on this today. So Jazzy, I'd like to play a song for you. Is there a song you'd like to hear tonight? Here's the song list. Please request a song. I'd love to play something for you. Thank you so much for the raid, everybody. It's really nice to see you all here. PJ says, at least the ketchup chips survived the heat wave. Truly, yeah. And they're good in the summer, right? Jazzy, I'm glad you like it. That looks so good. It is very, very, very good. So, yeah, take your time. Get yourself a request. Pinksy says, nice. Well, I'm off to the bed now. Okay, have a great rest of your night, Mr. Bale. Thank you so much for joining us for a little bit. PJ says, Davey made me create chips now, too. Yep. It's what we do. It's what you do. It's what we do. But, yeah, so good to have you here, everybody. Mr. Beagle, have a good rest of your night, my friend. Oh, there we go. Oh, thank you very much for the request, Jazzy. All right. Let's do this one for y'all. Okay, here we go. So this is an original song I did called Burger. And it's about burgers. And on a day like this where a lot of people are out grilling things, seems to make a lot of sense to go with a song like to play a song like this. So thank you, Jazzy. This is for your raid. Thank you so much, everybody, for raiding in. And friends here, please, again, just give our friend Jazzy a follow. There's the handles in the chat. Let me make sure. So for people watching in the VOD, that's how you follow Jazzy. Definitely do so. All right, this one's for Jazzy. Did I do this? Oh, I did. Nice. I did it. I did the thing. I did the thing, everybody. There we go. Give me lettuce, onions and cheese. Give me ketchup, pickles, mayos, and tomatoes, please. Keep the mustard. It's not for me. Medium rare is where I want to be. Sometimes you're just in the mood for a burger. Sometimes your life just ends up on a bun. Plain or with sesame seeds, it doesn't matter to me. Sometimes you're just in the mood for a burger. At the steakhouse, at the drive-thru, or deliver it home. At the counter, at the bar, or I'll make my own in the backyard like today, or tucked into my car. Sometimes it doesn't matter where you are. Sometimes you're just in the mood for a burger. Sometimes your life just ends up on a bun. Plain or with sesame seeds, it doesn't matter to me. Sometimes you're just in the mood for a burger. New ending. Hey, we did the thing! Jazzy says I'm in the mood for a burger. Yeah! We did the thing! Thank you so much for the request, Jazzy. That's really kind of you. Peach says, me too. I want chips and a burger. Oh, I know it. I know it. I know it. I know it. I'm sorry, everybody. I appreciate that. I'm glad that I inspired you, although the circumstances of which I feel a little guilty about. However, I am glad to know that you all are enjoying this place, this stream, and Jazzy says, thank you for the song, loved every second. Thank you, Jazzy. Thank you for requesting it. It's always extra special when someone requests an original song, and it really is great to play something like that for you all. So thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. If you'd like to request any more songs, Peppercorn Lace, what's going on? It's so good to see you. Hello there. Let me go catch up on the chat, see if there's anything else I'd have missed. Let's see. I'd like to do... And you're welcome for the shout. You're welcome for the shout, Jazzy. Always glad to do that for a good friend like yourself. So that's off the board. And we're good to go. PJ, as long as you're here, who do you have in the two games tonight? We have NHL. We got Game 6. We've got Dallas. We got Vegas. It's in Dallas. Dallas Stars trying to continue the series. They were down 0-3, and now they're down 2-3. If they win this game tonight, they'll force a Game 7 in Las Vegas. In the NBA, you got a Game 7 between the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics, and Boston to decide the Eastern Conference, which is the semifinal round in the NBA. Wow, that is quite a question. Chad says, I'll be moving downstairs and getting myself some food because the song and the sandwich made me hungry. I'll be back when I get food. Okay, great. Go for it. Enjoy your meal, my friend. Jazzy, thank you so much for hanging out with us. You're welcome. Absolutely. PJ says, I'm hoping for Dallas to win tonight versus Vegas. I tend to cheer for fellow half Filipinos like Jason Robertson. Gotcha. Could go either way, honestly. I think it's going to be interesting tonight. A lot of pressure on Vegas right now. Let's see. Oh, yeah, absolutely. PJ says, meanwhile, the Panthers just rest up. Panthers are loving every minute of this. They're like, the longer it goes, the longer the better. And then they want Game 7 to go like 5 overtimes. Yeah. PJ, I've not. If you would like to request a song, I mean, it's wide open for you. Feel free. Request whatever you'd like. We've had a lot of great requests today. PJ says, I remember asking Davy to sing Working for the Weekend before, but yeah, let's take a look. It is in the song list, so you, by all means, request it. If you'd like to request it, I got it for you. Peppercorn Celeste, do you put chips on your burger sandwiches as well? I'm with PJ. I like the extra crunch or Cheez-Its. I do. It's I think I'll repeat the answer. I think I don't normally, but sometimes I do. Occasionally I do. But I think if I'm gonna do it, I'm more inclined to do it with deli sandwiches than other sandwiches. Yeah. So if it's like, you know, like pastrami, no, not pastrami, but like turkey or roast beef or ham, that's when I'm most likely to do it. So I do it, but just not as maybe not consistently, I think. That's what I would say. So that's a question from Peppercorn Lace. Cheese is an interesting call. I've done that too. I've done Cheez-Its on like turkey. PJ going for the original. Thank you, PJ. Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna go get the cue. I don't know if I'm logged in here. I don't think so. Let's go. Let me make sure this is up here. I will need the cords for this. See? Nope, they're gonna have to. So I will put this over here. He just says, I am a horrible person. I don't know how many the song title talking. Oh no, you're far from a horrible person. I love this. This is a great tune. Like, in fact, I know one of our friends, Damelo Fellow, was saying, like, Damelo Fellow thought so much of the song they said that I should put it out on like YouTube or something like that. And Damelo Fellow felt like it was gonna hit huge. And you know, if I had done it about a month ago, there might have been something. I kind of dropped the ball a little bit, but this is a really fun song. So let's do this one. I hope you enjoy it. This is about Super Mario Brothers. Peach, if you've not heard this before, I think you're in for a treat. This is gonna be a great one. Here we go. Okay, for PJ and me. Okay. It was a bizarre technicolor dream. You can have superpowers by eating mushrooms. A place where pipes, beanstalks are your forms of transportation. The wars are labeled simply 1 through 8, but they're so complicated. This is the story of a plumber. They keep telling me the princess is in another castle. Just a handyman and his brother. The story of a plumber. They weren't the only brothers in town. There was this goofy tooth-looking. They had these other brothers throwing hammers. There was this goofy-looking tooth thing throwing spiny turtles. The physics don't make sense. The fireball's light and bouncing water. This is the story of a plumber. Wait. Okay. Where he's from, Goombas are much more dangerous. Just a handyman and his brother. Story of a plumber. And it was on to the final castle. Seemed like an endless loop. This pipe went to one room, this other one went to outer space. He was down in his last life and he looked very little. One last bridge to cross and on it was the final Koopa. And once you beat him, you could kiss the princess and start again. This is the story of a plumber. In a world where coins get one-ups and the points don't matter. Just a handyman and his brother. The story of a plumber. Hey, welcome back, Jazzy. Thank you very much. Thank you for the request, PJ. That's Story of a Plumber. It's the story of Super Mario Brothers. I hope you liked it, everybody. Thank you, PJ, for that request. It's really great. PJ and me, I wonder how many songs question Super Mario physics. That takes cojones. Thank you so much, PJ. I give this song a thumbs up. Well, they're very kind. Thank you for the claps, PJ, and then peppercorn. I love it. Thank you so much, everyone. All right, so let's give a last call for requests. Last call. We can do like one or two more tonight, and then we'll go ahead and roll on out and have some fun and take the party to another channel, and hopefully they can pump it up as well with us. I have an unusual comment. I always have this idea that I feel like I'm too close to the camera. Like I should probably be like here. And I wind up being like here. Like maybe I shouldn't be so close. Maybe I should be back for like this. Or this is what I... Oh my gosh, you're kind of the raid! T-Bone! Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Peppercorn. I appreciate your endorsement of my face. Thank you so much for that. T-Bone, thank you for the raid. Let's bring you in. I predict a riot. I predict a riot. Thank you so much for the raid, T-Bone Mama. So good to see you. How was your stream? Let's give our friend T-Bone Mama a shout out. So good to see you today. But T-Bone, I hope you're well. Let's see what you're up to this day, our friend. So give our friend T-Bone Mama a follow. Here's the link to T-Bone's channel. Thank you so much, T-Bone Mama. Here you go. And another raid. Hey, another raid. I love it. I predict a riot. I predict a riot. I love it. Thank you again for the 2 raids, T-Bone Mama. Thank you so much. Go friend us, follow our friend T-Bone. Hope you're well. But yeah, but just all in all, thank you so much. My name is Davy. I'm a variety streamer based in Los Angeles, California, in the United States, on planet Earth. I hope you're well. And friends in chat, follow our friend T-Bone Mama. I just did. And they stream music last. I love it. I hope the music went great for you, my friend. Peter says, I'm closer to the camera than you are, but can't see me though. Right. So T-Bone, it is that time. Would you like to request a song? Would you like for me to play? Can I play a song for you, my friend? T-Bone. There is the song list. We have time for about one more song, so your song will be the one, and so then we'll go raid out ourselves after this. But thank you so much for the raid. Please follow T-Bone Mama, everybody. Catch our friend and what they do. And thank you for the claps, Jazzy. Let's see what you got as far as songs. Feel free to request any song you'd like tonight or today. While you do that, I got a sandwich for you guys. Or what's left of one. This is one. There you go. A roasted beef sandwich, which we call tri-tip here in California. It's a leaner cut. I'll eat a little bit of this. Nibble. Well, T-Bone, thank you again for the raid. I hope you're hanging in there. I see that T-Bone raided again. All good. We are here, T-Bone. We'd love to play a song for you if you got one. Let me know if you got one in the next minute or so. Peppercorn laced with a question: popsicles versus ice cream. I would side with ice cream in that. I feel like more times than not, ice cream would satisfy my cravings. Popsicles I do like, but they can sometimes be a little too much sugar sometimes. So I think ice cream would be my choice. Yeah, Jazzy says ice cream all the way. Absolutely, I'm with you on that too. Peppercorn laces. Your salty chips made me think of it. I like it. Jazzy says, also, sometimes popsicles sometimes taste a bit chemical. Yeah. Yeah, like the blue ones in particular have that kind of vibe. Like, they kind of taste more chemical than not. T-Bone says, did my raid? It did work! Thank you for joining us, T-Bone! Thank you for joining us, T-Bone Mama. I would love to play a song for you. Do you have a song request for us? Here's the song list. Thank you for the raid, my friend. Big Bill Hendo! Let's go! Now, what time is it where you are, Big Bill? Oh my goodness. Shout out Big Bill Hendo. Holy mackerel. I hope you're well. Thanks for joining us, Big Bill. Appreciate you. So, we're going to do one last call for 10:30. Oh, okay. Well, we'll do one more song for T-Bone says, I guess that's my first successful raid. Congrats! Well, way to go! That's great. So, did you just start streaming? That's so cool, T-Bone. Well, that is wonderful. Peppercorn says, creamsicle. Creamsicle? Ballad. It's good. That's a good one. It's kind of like both. Both ice cream and popsicle at the same time. Ice cream bars are kind of like, if you want to turn ice cream into a popsicle, you do an ice cream bar, right? So like, on a stick. Ah, there we go. Thank you for the requests. T-Bone going with split ends. Ah, Great band, great band. Thank you for the request. T-Bone says, I was working on a test for my gig this Saturday. Oh, right on, T-Bone. Super cool. Congrats on streaming. Glad you made it. Glad you raided. So good to see you. Thank you for the raid. Now I got this one for you. Oh, pardon the coughing there, but okay. So let me just cue this up for a second. Okay, should be good. Yes, JMO tomorrow, folks. JMO tomorrow. JMO's coming joining us tomorrow for sandwich Q&A. I'll have another sandwich for that Joe. Do not miss. It's gonna be great. He's got a great story, and an incredible sensation on Twitch so far in the small amount of time he's been here. So we'll talk about that journey. We'll talk about his journey in music. There's a lot there. It's gonna be an exciting time. So I highly recommend joining us tomorrow. 9 o'clock Eastern, Tuesday night. Be there. Okay, I think I'm ready to go. Let's do this. This is for Pepper. This is for T-Bone Mama. Thank you so much for the raid, my friend. Here we go. This is from Split Ends. It's called Message to My Girl. With sticky fingers. Okay, I'll figure that out. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about it. There you go. Sorry about that. Okay. There we go. I don't want to say I love you. That would give away too much. If to be detached and precious. The only thing I could feel is vicious. I don't want to say I want you. Even though I want you so much. Wrapped up in conversation. Whispered in bit of a hush. Though I'm frightened by my word, think it's time was heard. No more empty self-possession. Violet vision swept under the mat. It's your New Year's resolution. It's more than that. Now I wake up happy in woman and lover's embrace. How can no one else touch me? While we're in this place, so I sing it to the world. Simple message to my girl. No more empty self-possession. Vision swept under the mat. Where is it? Where is it? It's not New Year's resolution. It's more than that. Oh, though I'm frightened by the word, think it's time I made it hurt. So I'll sing it to the world. Simple message to my girl. No more empty self-possession. Vision swept under the mat. There's no New Year's resolution. It's more than that. Oh, every night I hear you call my name. Wanna sleep in my dog. I have in my hand to express my pain. Won't get back in your tomb. I wanna hear while you're gone. Every night I same thing, same old song. I will be humming in my sleep. Don't wanna say, 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 don't wanna say. Oh, there's nothing quite as real as touching your sweet hand. Oh, I can't spend the rest of my life buried in the sand. It was Neil Finn's birthday. Is it this month, you say? I love it. Yeah, he's great. He's great. So are the Ends. So were Crowded House. So they're both his bands. They're really good. Thank you too, T-Bone. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the claps, Big Bill Hundo. It's so good to see you. And by the way, give our friend Big Bill Hundo a follow too. Like, Big Bill Hundo is like, got a great voice. And so does Jazzy. So good to see you, Jazzy. I thank you for the claps, everybody. Thank you for all the love in the chat. So Crowded House just played in Saturday in Toronto. That's an interesting way. Oh, thank you for the 100 biddies. Thank you for the 100 bits, T-Bone. Very nice of you. It was Neil Finn's birthday. I'm surprised Juke didn't come up and drag me to that show. That would have been a fun time. I would agree with that statement. But yeah, Crowded House are great. Now, when Crowded House does concerts, they're frequently playing things from Split Ends at the same time, because like there really is a lot of the same people in both bands, so I think it makes a lot of sense. And the music from Split Ends is very much compatible with the music from Crowded House too, so it's really cool to see both those bands kind of still be a thing actually to this day. Really great. Thank you for the claps, Jazzy, Peppercorn Lace, PJ, Big Bill Hendo. All right, I think that's gonna do it for today. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with us. Like, this has been really great. Thank you for the raids, T-Bone and Jazzy. Let me go run some credits. As long as they're working, I think it's been a little bit hit and miss lately, but we'll give it a shot tonight, or today, I should say. Okay, here come the credits. Roll credits. There they go. Okay, great. So we got a lot of raids. We got a couple of good raids. One from Jazzy, one from T-Bone Mama. Thank you for all the follows. Mode and Ladybug. So nice to meet you both. Yeah, good times. Thank you, everybody. So just a reminder, tomorrow night, we're hanging out with JMO Piano. Highly recommend that collab, everybody. The day after that, PJ will appreciate this. We're going to hang out with Josh Turk. So we have 2 collabs this week rather than the normal 1. So 2 interviews on back-to-back nights. Here it is. Oh, you're very welcome, Peppercorn. Thank you so much, Jazzy. Thank you, T-Bone. I'm glad you enjoyed the show, too. Is there time for a furniture catalog redeem? Yeah, there is time. Let me do one. Let me do it on your behalf. Hold on. Let me jump this in for you. One sec. This won't take you long. Let me go ahead and... Alright, here comes a dreaded furniture catalog. This bougie catalog with this overpriced furniture. Today's entry. I think I did that one. I think one thing about the furniture in this catalog, a lot of it is repetitive. They all just kind of do the same things. So let me see if I can find something particularly stupid. They all kind of, yeah. I'm trying to see if there's anything I haven't featured yet. Okay, there we go. Let's go with this one. This is considered lawn furniture to this catalog. You know, this is the least offensive entry they've had yet. It's still ridiculous, but not nearly as ridiculous as everything else that they've shown over time. I mean, yeah, it's not too bad, actually. Yeah. Yeah, this actually is a decent entry, I gotta say. This is all right. This is actually... It actually looks decent. So you can have this concrete dining table. That's now you start having. So this is concrete. How is that useful? Concrete table? You'll never get to move it. Peppercorn says I don't like it. No foot bar for my feet. Yeah, that's true. That would be tough. That would be tough for me too. Yeah, it doubles as a driveway, I guess. Yeah, you're right. Honestly, right. So that's just kind of nuts. So this costs $6,795 in each chair. You can have for the low price of $895, which again, a gross amount of money, but relative to the rest of the catalog, actually kind of more normal than you would expect. Let me give you a bonus entry. Now, how would you like, Peppercorn says, my right leg needs to bounce. Now, how would you all like a dining room set, or the chairs are at the same or shorter than the table? I mean, the table is like 2 feet off the ground, and the chairs are like aren't even rising above it. Isn't that kind of strange? Yeah, I don't see that being comfortable either. Like your butt cheek's gonna hang out over the back of it with it being so low. So those are your entries today. Thank you very much for the redeem, PJ. Can't park my car on that table. Nah. Doesn't seem like you can park your butt on it either. This doesn't look like it's set up for it, but nonetheless, they do believe that is indeed furniture. So how about that? Okay, so we're closing it up. Thank you again, everybody. I'm going to give you the raid calls in the chat. Come back tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Eastern. We're going to hang out with JMO. Come back on Wednesday at 9 Eastern. We're going to hang out with Josh Turk. It'd be a fun week, everybody. There are your raid calls. If you're a sub, you can use a second call. Otherwise, try to go with the first one. And Peppercorn says, that was my second catalog experience. I really like it. Oh, sweet. Yeah. It's a fun redeem. So, Peppercorn, if you ever have the points for it, please redeem that as well. It's really definitely a lot of fun. Jazzy, thank you for the raid again. T-Bone, thank you for the raid as well. And PJ and Peppercorn, thanks for hanging out with us. And thanks to Steeman and Miss Vera May and Jeff for hanging out with us earlier in the stream. You all were great. A lot of fun. So now we're going to go head over. Oh, no. I totally messed up my time zones. Why did I think it was that time? I was completely... Oh, man. Yeah, I totally messed up my time zones. Like, I'm like, oh, like... I messed it up completely. Like, I'm like... Wasn't even close. Okay, so we're not going to where I think I'm going. We're gonna go somewhere else. So let's see what else we got here. Let's see. We have choices. Oh man, that's a bummer. I was like so close. I completely messed up the time zones. Like, okay. All right, we got some ideas. Let me see. Where can we go? Are there any of the Toronto acts that are around? Maybe we can go there. Let's see. Yeah. I guess that'll work. Let's go there. Yeah, I'll explain on the Discord what happened, but basically we were supposed to go. But we're gonna go to like one channel, and I thought it was gonna start at 4:30 Eastern. It was 1:30 Eastern. That's what. Boy, that really messes everything up. Like it does happen, especially when it's like a holiday. You don't know. You never completely know what time times really are. So what a bummer. What a bummer. Okay, that's right. So we're gonna go head out. Hopefully, Katie already finished. Yeah, that would have been a good backup plan too, because I actually did have that idea too. Katie would have been a great call. Yeah. Okay. Stinks. but we still have a lot of cool places to go. There are a lot of great people are streaming today, so let's go ahead and make this happen. Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and hang out. Do we do that? Yeah, let's do it. Okay. I wish I was in Pacific time zone now. Yeah, time is weird for sure. Okay, so here's where I think we're gonna go. It's the middle of the day. I never would be able to raid this person in my normal time slot. So I think this is a great opportunity. Like some of the other folks that are on the board, I will, from time to time see them at night. This streamer, I've never seen at night. So I think it only makes sense to head out to a good friend of ours. And when we do, I would like for you to give not only as much love, but as much hype as you have on you to our friend. Let me get the stream manager first before I commit to this. So the other raid calls are up in the chat. Peppercorn says, that's me. Hey, me too. I love it, Peppercorn. We are going to go raid. We are going to raid, and this is a fantastic spot. I highly recommend giving a follow if you've not been before. But we're going to go hang out with Art and Jest. Again, this is the first time I've ever had anywhere in the neighborhood of a chance to raid our friend Brenda. So let's go do it. Shower her with crayons and bits and subs and all that stuff. She's a great artist, and it's a really fun spot. So let's go hang out with her for a little bit. And Peppercorn likes your time zone. Peppercorn likes a time zone. Absolutely. Let's go. All right, so copy the raid call. We're going to hang out with Art and Jess. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out today. This is a really fun stream. I really appreciate you. Take care of everybody, and we'll see you soon. Back tomorrow, though. Don't forget to come back tomorrow, because we've got JMO Piano. It's going to be a really good interview. Highly recommend. Take care, Peach. Good to see you. And we are keeping it Canadian. So we may not be going to Toronto, but we are going to Ottawa, which is in the same province. So there is definitely some silver lining here. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye, everyone. Don't forget to follow Art and Jess when we're there. Bye, everyone. Nice, Peach. That's cool. Seems like an awesome place. All right, we'll see you at Art and Jess.